Josh, good to meet
Dave,
you, man.
good to meet you. I'm a big fan of all your interviews, by the way. I watch all your interviews.
I
Yeah. I
appreciate
was like,
that.
I know that guy. I know Dave. Yeah. You're great. Yeah.
Dude, thank
We've
you.
never
You know
met.
what?
It's our first time meeting, but I'm a big fan.
We're done. They always say
We're
quit while
done.
you're
That
ahead.
was it. That's all you needed.
I will
Great.
see you next
By the way,
time.
there's a
No.
movie called Strays. Go check it out, but also watch all of Dave's stuff.
Listen, it was W.C. Fields that said, I have to read this verbatim, never work with children or animals. Do you agree? You're smiling. Do you agree with that assessment or has it changed your mind?
WC just didn't try hard enough. No,
Ah.
I of course agree with that. It's a terrible idea. I don't know why I made this movie. It was a difficult that I knew, right? I of course I read the script, I know exactly what I'm doing. It's like I'm gonna go make a movie where for 90% of the film is just four dogs on screen or more, 40 dogs at times. And so, it was very difficult, but I had an incredible team and my whole crew and my animal trainers and where I took 2 weeks where I would have rehearsed with my actors, I did a page by page turn through with my trainers and talk through every beat, every scene. What do I need emotionally? What do we need comedically? What stunt do we need to figure out? Can we do it or not? And because 95% of the film is real dogs. I did not go the kind of full CG route. I only did that when we needed it or when it was sort of unsafe for the dogs. So definitely WC was right, but I just decided to soldier on anyway. So
So who were the bigger divas? Were it the dogs, and there were some cats in there too? Because I've now become a dog and cat person. I was just a
great.
dog person before, but now I'm both. But who were the bigger divas? Was it the dogs and the cats and the other animals that you have in your film? No spoilers. Or was it like people like Will Ferrell? Was it Jamie Foxx? Both friends of mine. Will Forte.
Well, I mean, Ferrell, Forte, Fox, those guys are big time divas, as you know. Really difficult to work with. No, it was the animals, and specifically, it was, as you pointed out, and I love cats. I'm not an anti-cat person, but cats on film sets, I'm less in love with. It turns out they don't really want to do what you ask them, and I only needed them for that very brief scene, if you recall. I
Yes.
needed them to sit on cardboard boxes and just be there, just sit and stay. And that took us like an entire day of shooting. It was supposed to be like a 3 hours of my shoot day. And it was like, we lost a whole day of shooting because of those cats. So they were tricky. And then Benny, who plays Jamie Foxx, who's right over my shoulder here, Benny, the Boston Terrier, was a little bit of it. He didn't like his his paws in wet grass. So we had someone whose job it was to dry the grass before every scene. Otherwise, the whole scene, he would go like this with his paws. He would sort of like move his paws up and down, which looked very odd for tough Jamie Foxx's character to be sort of prancing while he's delivering all his lines. So there's my two answers. The Benny the Boston Terrier and the cats were the biggest divas.
Interesting because every time I walk into an interview, the same thing. They have to dry the. I'm kidding. All right. How many times did you say to yourself and the team, look at this movie that we're making because it is so outrageously over the top. That is a massive compliment. You
Thank you.
pulled it off. But were there times where you said, look at what we're telling, the story?
I would say probably once a day. I mean, literally. There was a moment early in our shoot where there is a scene where the dogs have a big party night. They call it Scraps Night. I think from their perspective, it's Friday or Saturday night when humans are out drinking, we drop food, or we're more likely to give it to dogs, being like, here you go. So dogs call it Scraps Night. They like to go out. They take Reggie on for the night out of town. And yeah, late night, they wind up doing something Bug loves, which is humping a bunch of lawn ornaments. Just a fun kind of like, we might go bowling or watch a movie. They go and hump lawn ornaments. And I remember sitting on there as it's like 4 in the morning. We're in some Atlanta suburb in front of a beautiful house. And there's an entire amazing professional crew who probably just finished Black Panther and are now on my movie. And we're filming Four Dogs Humping Lawn Ornaments. And I think I announced to everyone, like, everyone take a look around. We're really doing this. Like, this is really happening. No, it was a blast. And it was very, very fun to make, the entire process. And just honestly, like a real joy throughout. Once I got to the voiceover and was working with your good friends, all these funny people, that was the next step of a joyful process. So,
Josh, thank you for your time. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the stories. Brother, I'm going to find you on social. I want to talk to you again, dude. You're awesome,
that
bro.
would be fun. I'm ready, and go have fun on your vacation.
Will do. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks
Thanks,
everyone.
Dave.